Share that. Put it there. You can all see it enough. Okay. Nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis hodie, et dimitte nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimittimus debitoribus nostris, et ne nos inducas in tentationem, sed libera nos a malo. Nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. So I didn't get a copy yet from Mary Beth. She's been busy though. We also have 2 other funerals this week, so I don't expect to get it again probably until after next week. So once I have that, I'll distribute that to everybody so we can actually start practicing in November. The actual get ready for the actual Rosh Chili Mass, right? So for the meantime, though, we'll go use what we got. Okay, so it's pretty similar. The only difference will be you'll start chanting more of these things when we actually get the worship aid from Mary Beth. Okay. So tonight, though, let's just walk through it. Okay. We'll just do the regular memorial mass. Right. We won't go add the Gloria. I won't do the Credo, but we'll start as usual. So, in nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Dominus vobiscum. Et cum spiritu tuo. And tonight I think we want to really focus on pronunciation. So let's take it really slow, okay?
I like that.
So we already cum spiritu tuo. So fratres agnascamus peccata nostra ut apicimus ad mysteria celebranda. Confiteor Deo omnipotenti et vobis fratres, quia peccati limis, cogitatione, verbo, opere, et omissione, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. Ideo precor beatum Mariam semper virginum, omnes angelos et sanctos, et vos fratres orare pro me ad Dominum Deum nostrum. Miseriatur nostri omnipotens Deus, et dimissis peccatis nostris, perducat nos ad vitam aeternam.
Amen.
And we'll go to our handy dandy YouTube page for Kyrie. Kyrie eleison. Kyrie eleison. Kyrie eleison. Christe eleison. Christe eleison. Christe eleison. Kyrie eleison. Kyrie eleison. Kyrie eleison. Great, good. That's starting to feel a little bit more proper.
Yeah,
Right? Good. Okay. Wonderful. So we're going to forego the Gloria. Sorry. Oh, speaking of which, I have to look at my schedule. I should know by our next meeting, though, when the next time we'll do the Novus Ordo Latin. Okay. I'm sure I have some availability next month, but I'm not sure which days yet. So we'll look at that and see what the best time would be for that.
Hey guys, I joined.
Thanks, Ron.
Sorry, I stepped in late, but did you guys mention the last mass we did Tuesday that the Kyrie we handed out wasn't the same as what you did?
No, but thank you for pointing that out.
For the mass.
Okay.
I didn't know which one we were supposed to do.
Yeah, well, we didn't necessarily have, I wasn't sure if we were going to have a cantor or not because Mary Beth was on the fence whether she'd be there. So,
okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's true. It might be hard, yeah, without the music leadership.
We try to that again.
All right. So can we continue now? I guess.
Yeah, I had another question though, but.
All right, go ahead. What's your question?
Were we going to use the Mary Beth's program?
I did.
For
so we haven't gotten them yet with the new updates.
Okay.
So once I get them, we'll distribute them and use them for the remainder of our classes.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, thanks. Okay. Oremus in secula seculorum.
Amen.
The first reading, then the end of the first reading. Verbum Domini.
Deo gratias.
We'll have the Magnificat as the responsorial. And then we'll get to the Gloria, or the Gospel. So I still haven't gotten a confirmation from Deacon Dave. I think he's leaning more towards doing it, but I think he's still kind of self-conscious about the use of Latin, but we'll get him over it. So we'll figure out what we're going to do with that. Dominus vobiscum.
Et cum spiritu tuo.
Lectio Sancti Evangelii secundam Lucas.
Gloria tibi Domine.
At the end, Verbum Domini.
Laus tibi Christe.
Beautiful. We'll forego the credo today since we're not going to do that. We'll get to the universal prayers, and we'll get to the offertory. So now I think during this time there's probably going to be a hymn, if I recall correctly, in the they're going to be singing anyway.
There's an offertory antiphon.
Okay, great. All right. So I imagine they're going to be singing this during this time anyway, but it's still good to go through it just in case, right? So, Benedictus es Domini Deus Universi, quia de tua largitate accepimus panem, quem tibi offrimus fructum terrae et operis manuum omnium, ex quo nobis fiat panis vitae.
Benedictus Deus in saecula.
Benedictus es Domini Deus Universi, quia de tua largitate accepimus vinum, quod tibi offerimus fructum vitis et operis manuum omnium, ex quo nobis fiat potus spiritualis.
Benedictus Deus in saecula.
Oratre fratres, ut meum ac vestrum sacrificium acceptabile fiat epud Deum Patrem omnipotentem.
Suscipiat Dominus sacrificium de manibus tuis, ad laudem et gloriam nominis sui, ad utilitatem quoque nostram totusque ecclesiae suae sanctae.
And we'll have the prayer of the Superoblata, per Jesum Christum.
Amen.
We'll have Dominus vobiscum.
Et cum spiritu tuo.
Sersum corda.
Habemus ad Dominum.
Gratias agimus Domino Deo nostro.
Dignum et justum est.
We'll have the preface. Let's go ahead and chant the song. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just pronounce it slowly for now. Okay. Sanctus, 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 Dominus Deus Sabaoth. Pleni sunt caeli et terra, gloria tua. Hosanna in excelsis. Benedictus qui venit in nomine Domini. Hosanna in excelsis. Yeah.
How do you pronounce the very end of Sabaoth?
Sabaoth. Or
Just silent.
It can be. You can do an oath, Sabaoth or Sabaoth.
Which would you rather we do?
Well, if you're singing it, I think it's a Sanctus, Sanctus, Sanctus Dominus Deus Sabaoth. So I think the TH is kind of pronounced,
Okay.
but it's really kind of a soft TH, right?
Okay.
So yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, good question. I mean, that's not really, it's Lord God of Sabaoth is hosts of hosts, right? So it's not necessarily a Latin term though.
It's Hebrew.
Yeah. Huh?
I think it's Hebrew.
Yeah, it's Hebrew. So it's kind of this mixture of Hebrew and Latin, right now. All right, so good. Yeah. All right. So we'll get to the Mysterium Fidei. So Mysterium Fidei, mortem tuam annunciamus Domine, et tuam resurrectionem confitemur, donec venias. Good, comfortable with that, right? Venias.
Yeah.
Yeah, if all else fails, just pronounce every syllable. That's really the best way to do it, right? Yeah. So, and then we have per ipsum et cum ipso et in ipso, est tibi Deo Patria omnipotenti, in unitate Spiritus Sancti, omnis honor et gloria for omnia saecula saeculorum. Amen. All right, so then we'll have our Father. So, preceptis salutoribus moniti et divina institutione formati, abimus dicere. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis hodie, et dimite nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimittimus debitoribus nostris, et ne nos inducas in tentationem, sed libera nos a malo. Good.
Yeah, those last few sentences are
Yeah,
a lot of words in
yeah.
them.
So it's et ne nos. Yeah. Et ne nos inducas in tentationem, sed libera nos a malo. Right. So yeah, once you start getting, it actually kind of flows a little better.
The beginning, I got the beginning down now.
It's kind of rough, yeah. And that's why also just take your time. Even if you're not like being with everybody else, you want to take your time to say the words. Yeah. Fine. Right. Okay. Libera nos quosimus Domini ab omnibus malis, da propitius pacem in diebus nostris, ut ope misericordiae tuae aduiti, et evocato simus semper, liberi et ab omni perturbatione secure, expectantes beatum spem, et eventum salvatoris nostri Iesu Christi.
Regnum
et regnum et potestas et gloria in saecula. Domini Iesu Christe, qui dixisti apostolis tuis, pacem relinquo vobis, pacem meam do vobis, ne respecias peccata nostra, sed fidem ecclesiae tuae, iamque secundum voluntatem tuam pacificare et coadunare dineris, qui vivis et regnas in saecula saeculorum.
Amen.
Pax Domini sit semper vobiscum,
Et cum spiritu tuo.
Oferte vobis pacem. Okay, let's just walk through. Let's say this one, right? So, Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi, miserere nobis. Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi, miserere nobis. Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi, dona nobis pacem. Ecce Agnus Dei, ecce qui tollit peccata mundi, beata qui ad caelum agni vocati sunt. Donde non sum dignus ut intres sub tectum meum, sed tantum de verbo et sanavitur anima mea. It almost sounds like a cuss word at the end, right? Sanavitur anima mea, right? So okay, good.
Sanavitur is what's got here.
Sanavitur, right? Sanavitur. Okay, and it's just Corpus Christi. At the end, we'll have the Oremus, Perdom por Jesum Christum,
Amen.
Dominus vobiscum,
Et cum spiritu tuo.
benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus.
Amen.
Ite missa est.
Deo gratias.
Good. Are we feel more comfortable with the pronunciation going through these things? Good. And I think when we sing it actually makes it a little easier. So that's why I wanted to go through tonight, just kind of slowly pronounce the words so we can actually kind of get the feel of it on the tongue. And when we sing it, it actually draws out more, so we actually catch up more, right?
Yeah.
So good. All right. Good. Any questions, comments, concerns, heresies?
So you went over to the church and checked the lights, because I missed that.
Yeah, the last thing we talked about that. So we have a good lighting scheme.
Okay.
We're going to put one votive candle on each end of every other pew.
Okay.
And I think we're gonna try and light up just the main nave. I don't know if we're about the transepts yet. If we have an overabundance of people, we may start adding those and we'll have someone reserve maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. The other thing too is they're also promoting now an Advent by tailgate, which is the week before on Sunday.
Okay.
So that's happening at Our Lady of Sorrows. Is more for the people of Plan Area 3 and 4. So
Okay.
I've actually communicated my brother priest to try and maybe drum up some support. A lot of it depends if we get any volunteers to help coordinate certain things.
Yeah.
So that's up in the air. I've been focused on that before I actually go out and start talking to them about this, because I want to have one thing after another, right? I don't want to necessarily overload my brother priest with certain things that we're doing here in St. Gabriel. So I'll give that a few more weeks, and then I'll push this out to my brother priest about probably before our next meeting. I'll push that up with them about advertising the mass.
I have a friend of Pius X and one couple at Ambrose, and they're wanting to know about
Pius
this
V?
mass. Pius V. I say Pius
Oh,
V.
yeah,
One
yeah.
on Corinth.
Pius X sounds terrible. Yeah, I mean, it could come up.
It's
I
what-
guess, fine, yeah.
Pius V.
Actually,
Pius
there
X
was a
is
Pius
like-
X in
Yeah.
Glasgow Village, and it closed
Okay.
many years
Okay.
ago.
Yeah, no, so yeah, we already, I think you saw in the bulletin, but it's in the bulletin.
Mhm.
So you run in the bulletin every week. Flock note is out. So yeah, the last thing we talked about me pushing out to other people. I know Lisa is going to send some information to the review,
Oh,
so we can
good.
run it for free in there.
That's what because my senior was asking me, when did I hear? Because I said I'd gone to one a few years ago. How'd you hear about it? I go, I don't know, maybe it was in the review. You
That
know,
could
but
be. I mean,
and I was looking for things to do.
usually
you know,
around Advent time, they do an article on
Yeah.
one church that does it every year, and so there's several churches in the area that started doing it. I know the one that probably close here, St. James is doing it. I don't know if
Okay.
they still did it after Father Dunlap moved, but they're probably the closest parish I know of in the city that was doing it on a regular basis.
The one I went to was, I think, in Melville. What church is there?
Yeah, I know Martin de Tours was doing one every year too, and I'm not sure if Father Waldman was.
Yeah.
That was there was an order of priests that were here trying to establish a community.
Okay.
They were living there, and they were the ones doing that. I think once it got handed back to the Archdiocese, I don't know if Father Waldman's still doing it or not. Yeah, so you can find them around. I know I went to one also at St. Joe Manchester, but see, a lot of these are dependent on the pastors, and so usually the pastors kind of do them, and then if they move, there's no guarantee they keep them there, right? So it's always kind of a hit or miss situation. So we'll try to do it here as long as we can and see what happens. So very good. Great.
Good.
All right, good. So we'll see everybody next week on the 30th. Unless there's any issues that we have.
Are you having Father the Father Tuesday evening?
Yeah, actually, it's funny. One of our RCA people was asking about that. So usually that's reserved for Monsignor's that Bible night.
Oh, that's right.
But since he's probably not going to have that, I was kind of thinking about that. Maybe I should have it
Okay.
just to keep that habit going.
Okay.
So I will discern that and put a flock note out, hopefully before the end of the night.
Okay.
Okay, which I'm more leaning now to doing it since that's the second time I've heard this. So probably.
I've got 4 questions already.
Okay, wonderful. That's funny. If someone's telling me after mass lessons, like, have a bunch of questions, like, well, come Father, Father, and then they come. Like, okay.
My
so,
problem is I have questions throughout the week, but then I forget what they are by Tuesday.
I can
I write mine
You
down.
can write it
Write
down.
them
They're always writing it down.
I wrote mine down.
Good.
All right. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming. We'll see you guys next week, if not sooner.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.